I told my mother-in-law she was dead to me after she showed up in labor and delivery without my mother. So my mother-in-law, Janet, has always been this super controlling woman who thinks she runs everyone's life. When I got pregnant with my first baby, she immediately started making all these plans about how the birth was gonna go. She kept saying things like, "when we have the baby," and "our little one," which made my skin crawl every time. My own mom lives 3 states away, but she planned this whole trip to come stay with us for 2 weeks around my due date. She took time off work, booked her flight, even bought all these cute outfits for her first grandchild. My mom and I are super close, and I really needed her there for support since this was my first kid and I was honestly terrified. Well, Janet found out about my mom's plans and completely lost it. She called my husband screaming about how she should be the only grandmother in the delivery room since she lives closer. She kept going on about how it was her son's baby too, and she had more right to be there than my mom. My husband tried to explain that it was my choice who I wanted there during labor, but Janet wasn't having it. The week before my due date, Janet calls my mom directly. I don't know exactly what she said, but my mom calls me crying, saying that Janet told her I didn't actually want her there and that she should just cancel her trip. Janet apparently said I was too embarrassed to tell my mom myself, but that I really wanted it to be just immediate family only. My mom believed her. She canceled her flight and told me she didn't want to impose if I wasn't comfortable with her being there. I tried explaining that Janet was lying, but my mom said she didn't want to cause any drama, and maybe it was better if she just waited until after the baby was born to visit. I was devastated, but my mom had already lost money on the flight cancellation and couldn't afford to book another one. So when I went into labor at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday, my husband called his mom like we planned. But I was expecting my mom to be there too, not Janet showing up alone with this huge grin on her face like she'd won some contest. She waltzed into my hospital room with balloons and flowers, acting like she was the star of the show. She kept taking pictures of everything and posting them on Facebook with captions like, "My first grandbaby is coming, and so blessed to be here for this special moment." Meanwhile, I'm in the worst pain of my life, scared out of my mind, and missing my mom so bad I could barely focus on breathing through contractions. Every time I looked at Janet's smug face, I got more angry. When the nurse asked if I wanted Janet to stay for the actual delivery, I completely snapped. I told her to get out and that she was dead to me for what she did to my mom. Janet started crying and saying she just wanted to be involved in her grandchild's life. I screamed at her that she stole this moment from my mom and me, and that I would never forgive her for it. Security had to escort her out because she wouldn't leave on her own.